Hi, this is Devore Katz from challahcrumbs.com here to talk to you about Seder planning. Seder usually starts late in the evening. The kids are already tired. They're a little bit hyper-stimulated, and really our goal, in theory, should be to create this fabulous experience for our kids, but we're sort of left in this amorphous zone where people read a lot of things in Hebrew and it's hard to understand. What I want to talk about today is the best way to make Seder exciting for your kids. And I like thinking about the table itself as launching a play. I think about Broadway and how we set a stage up, and I think that that's what we can do for our Seder table also. It gets the kids excited from the start of the day when you start setting your table, and then throughout the Seder. Even the smallest things can really enhance Seder and get kids excited. From the simplest things down to something as simple as a napkin ring, and I even brought my own example here. Have your kids a few days before the Seder make napkin rings. You just take ribbon, you tape it over here, and then anywhere, any craft store, Oriental Trading will give you these cute little froggy guys, or anybody that shows up in the makot. You're pretty liberal there. You can use any wild animal you find. You tape it on, and then you have, well, I'm not going to hold that up too well, and then you have little napkin rings for every single place on the table. You can use place cards. You can take baby matzot, have kids either find these in great stores or make your own matzot, create place cards. Again, something that your kids can do while you're busy the day of Seder. They can make place cards for every member of the family or whoever is attending your Seder, and they can add those to the Seder table. Little kids especially, they fall asleep so early on. You want to make sure that they felt invested somehow in the Seder. One of the things that I liked doing very much last year with my 3-year-old is making the Yam Suf, making the Red Sea. And what we did is we took a blue vinyl tablecloth, one of those cheap plasticky tablecloths you can buy pretty much anywhere. If you live in Israel, the magic fabric is called elbad. You can buy that in any craft store. And we took lots of fish stickers. Here, my version of fish stickers. And my son spent a good half an hour just, here we go, lots of little fishies, hello. Some bigger fish, you know, just to make it exciting. He spent about half an hour just sticking fish all over the Yam Suf, and that was the runner down our tablecloth. So he felt very invested in the Seder. He was very excited about that. If your kids do stay up throughout Seder, you want to find the parts in the Seder that are most child-friendly, and you really want to maximize those. Obviously, the 10 plagues are a huge hit, and there's so much that you can do with each of the plagues to really keep the kids involved. We, one year, used Jell-O powder at the bottom of our cups, and we poured water on top, and suddenly the water turned into blood. The kids loved that. I read somewhere someone who made used red dye, I think, to make ice cubes, so blood ice cubes. A little bit gross, but, you know, kind of awesome if you're a 5-year-old boy. Throughout the makot, you can go to any store and buy little wild animals. You can even make a centerpiece using wild animals, although secretly, I would say, if you want to make a fabulous centerpiece, make it edible. Kids are hungry throughout the Seder. It takes a while to get the Seder sort of underway where there's food. You don't want the cranky kids. You never want the cranky kids. And a great way to sort of put that on the side is to make sure that there's food on the table that they can subtly eat throughout. So an edible centerpiece full of nice veggies can keep them crunching throughout. Another centerpiece could be our wild animal centerpiece to get them excited. Another part of the Seder that I think is great for kids are the 4 sons. You can prepare bags in advance and sort of do paper bag dramatics, have different kids dress up like different ones of the 4 sons and talk about it that way. Another pre-Seder thing that you can do that I really enjoy doing is get your younger kids to dress up in costumes, you know, reflecting what was going on in Egypt, have them building a pyramid, have them, you know, having lots of children, working very hard, dressed up as Moshe. And we took pictures of those. I blew some of them up and hung them around the dining room, but I also put them in a digital frame. And so throughout the Seder, the pictures are running of the kids. It gets them excited, and also it gives them something to do during the, let's call it the more boring parts of the Seder. Really, if you want to focus in on the kids, you really sort of got to get down to their level. I think the key is to start planning early and to start planning with the kids. That gives them a sense of ownership and excitement about what's going on. Make sure their craft projects are displayed prominently on the table. Maybe even ask them to lead a tour of what they see around the table so that they can be proud of themselves and, you know, show off a bit for the grandparents. We're going to keep doing these videos until we hit Pesach, so enjoy, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye.